Breaking today, I can reveal that Slippery Starmer is one of the leaders who Donald Trump admitted to disliking. This coming from top MAGA sources who insist that despite the very public love-ins in the past, the Donald has woken up to the threat posed by Slippery Starmer on a whole load of issues, specifically immigration and free speech. And the fact that he decided to humiliate him in front of the world yesterday in one of the most mortifying political viral clips I have ever seen was no coincidence. So let me take you through the story. First, let's watch what happened on stage.
Where's United Kingdom? Where's our friend? Come here. Is everything going good?
Very good.
That's very nice that you're here. These people all came in like 20-minute notice, and I think it's fantastic. And we have so many others, and just so many others. And
Starmer's face, he knows the game is up. It is only a matter of time before Trump turns publicly. Then listen to what Trump had to say about those leaders in the room who he secretly dislikes.
New York, I met with many of the people in this room, and it all just started coming together. I've known so many of you for so long. You're friends of mine. You're great people. I have a couple I don't like in particular, but I won't tell you who. I have actually a few of them I don't like at all, but you'll never find out who they are. Well, maybe you will, come to think of it.
Now, look at Starmer's body language at that moment. Did you see him shuffling, his face almost going white? Because he knows that he's blown it with Trump. He's blown it with Trump because of the recognition of the Palestinian state. He's blown it with Trump over issues like free speech involving US tech giants. And my sources within the Trump administration say that Trump is wide awake to the nefarious nature of Starmer's politics and what he is doing to this country and his increasingly dire popularity ratings. Remember, that really matters to Trump too. And it's fascinating, actually. What I want to do now is just show you Trump's interactions very quickly. I mean, they're funny, by the way, as well, so you'll enjoy them. With the Canadian PM, Mark Carney, Meloni of Italy, and Macron of France, because there's genuine affection, which there wasn't with Starmer. Watch. If you're enjoying what we're doing here on Outspoken, please consider joining our thriving community over on Substack, www.outspoken.live. You can sign up completely for free, but Substack is so important to me. It is a free speech platform. It protects me from big tech cancellation. Plus, you get to communicate directly with me. Head on over www.outspoken.live, enter your email address, and sign up today.
You going back?
No, I'll go back. I'm glad you upgraded me to president.
Oh, did I say?
Great stuff. It's good. I started.
We said inside.
Great stuff.
We have a young woman who's, I'm not allowed to say it because usually it's the end of your political career if you say it. She's a beautiful young woman. Now, if you use the word beautiful in the United States about a woman, that's the end of your political career, but I'll take my chances. Where is she? There she is. You don't mind being called beautiful, right? Because you are. Thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it. She wanted to be here, and she's incredible, and they really respect her in Italy. She's a very successful politician.
A coat and tie. It's usually a flak jacket and a helmet. So an interesting change. As we see the president there with the French President Macron in Sharm el-Sheikh, the leaders of some 35 countries, according to the president, gathering there for a peace summit. Now, there is a bro shake. If ever I've slipped, we won't let go. Okay, you let go. No, I'm going to let go. All right, there we go. As they assemble for the class photo there, let's bring in Martha McCall.
But you could see there was a sense of genuine affection, which there absolutely isn't with Starmer. And Starmer looked uncomfortable. He was hating life. He doesn't believe in Trump. He hates Trump. He even hated Trump's previous peace deal back in 2020. He posted about it. As Glenn Greenwald posted, imagine going from the world's most powerful empire to whatever this is in just a few decades. The way Sir Keir happily and eagerly jumps up when called, then slinks back once quickly dismissed, all by someone who doesn't know his name. It's mortifying. And of course, I hate talking down the United Kingdom. But when we have a leader like this, when we have someone who hates Britain like this, when we have someone who hates the United States of America like Starmer does, this is going to happen. It did lead, though, to one of the best clips I've seen on British radio for a long time. Watch this from Jeremy Kyle.
We covered, and I just want to say that that's a big country, a powerful country. It does unbelievably well, and it's great to have you. Iraq, we have Iraq.
We're behind Iraq.
Lots of oil. They have so much oil, they don't know what to do with it. That's a big problem when you have so much, you have no idea what to do with it.
It's alphabetical.
So thank you very much for.
But I don't think he knows the alphabet.
Italy.
Oh, Italy.
We have a woman, a young woman who's.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not allowed to say it because usually it's the end of your political career if you say it. She's a beautiful young woman. Now, if you use the word beautiful in the United States about a woman, that's the end of your political career. But I'll take my chances. Where is she? There she
She's
is.
behind you.
You don't mind being called beautiful, right? Because you are. Thank you very much.
You're very beautiful, you are.
Appreciate it. She wanted to be here, and she's incredible. And they
boring
really
his eyes
respect
into
her
Trump.
in Italy. She's a very successful politician. We have Norway. Oh, Norway. Norway. What happened, Norway? What happened?
Look at Starmer.
Where's Norway? Where is he? We have Johnny.
Oh, Johnny from Norway. He's doing well.
Where's Norway? I don't think he wants to stand. Oh, he's back there. Well, we have Norway. Oman. Again. We have Paraguay.
Portugal next.
We have really fantastic representative from Saudi Arabia.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, and this time we'll get you the best seat. He always gets the best seat. He deserves the best seat. But what a great place it is. Spain.
Oh, Spain.
Where's Spain?
It's just next to Portugal, mate.
Are you guys working on him with respect to the GDP? We'll get close. We'll get close. But
Starmer's
fantastic job you're doing. And UAE.
Oh, UAE.
Which is great.
We're next.
United Kingdom. Where's United Kingdom?
Behind
Where's
you.
our friend? Where?
Oh, I'm here. Oh, there you are.
Very good.
Oh, Keir's coming forward.
People all came in like 20-minute notice.
Oh, he's come
And I
up to
think it's
speak and
fantastic.
Trump
And we have
sent
so
him
many
away.
others, and just so many others. And it's such a compliment to what we're doing, because what we've done is
Oh,
something
my
very
God.
unique and very special. So it's perhaps the wealthiest and most powerful.
Right,
group
cut
of
him now.
nations
Cut
ever
that.
seen.
Just stop Trump now. I had to wait for that, people.
I have to say, that was amazing commentary. I really enjoyed that. And of course, it was a historic day, but you won't be surprised to know the British Bashing Corporation treatment of Donald Trump was appalling. Do you realize that just as he was about to speak in the Knesset, Bernie Spofford was able to find the moment where the BBC decided to cut him off so he couldn't hear his speech? If you're watching the state broadcaster, watch. But first, you know one of the big questions we keep coming back to on this show is who controls the future? Big tech, governments, or us? Because let's be honest, technology is moving faster than anyone imagined. Artificial intelligence isn't some far-off concept anymore. It's already reshaping everything from the media to your workplace and even the way we think. And here's the thing, you can either sit back and let the Silicon Valley's elite dictate where this goes, or you can actually get ahead of it, learn how to use it, take back some control. That's why I've partnered today with Outspoken, because they're giving you the tools to do exactly that. And I don't know if you've realized it, but 2026 is less than 100 days away. And if you look back at those goals you set at the start of the year, have you really made the progress you wanted, especially when it comes to learning new skills? Well, there's still time. I've managed to double my own progress this year by diving into what I think is the most valuable skill of the decade, AI. Because right now, companies like Microsoft and Meta are poaching AI first talent like mad. It's competitive, but this Halloween, there's nothing to be afraid of because Outspoken has you covered. The world's first AI-focused education platform is hosting a 2-day AI Mastermind workshop this Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time on both days. Over 10 million people have already attended this training worldwide, and many have gone on to build AI-powered businesses, generating thousands of pounds a month, even with zero coding experience. It's rated 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot, and normally it costs $395. But for my audience, you can grab a completely free seat as part of their pre-Halloween sale. This isn't another boring online course. You'll be learning directly from experts at Microsoft, people actually shaping the AI revolution. In just 2 days, you'll master 10 plus AI-powered tools, learn AI tricks inside Excel sheets and presentations, build AI agents, automate your workflow, and start getting ahead of the curve. And you'll be joining a global AI learning community full of people like you who actually want to do something with this technology, not just talk about it. Seats are limited, so don't wait. The link is right at the top of the description and in the pinned comment below. So grab your free seat now for Outskill's 2-day AI Mastermind, 100% free for the first 1,000 people. Oh, and if you want insider updates, join their WhatsApp community before the big weekend kicks off. This is your chance to turn curiosity into capability and maybe even a new career. But now, back to the show.
Great American patriots for their invaluable help in getting something done that almost everyone thought was absolutely
watching BBC
impossible.
News as the US President Donald Trump begins his address to the Israeli Parliament, the Knesset. It's a momentous day in the Middle East. All the Israeli hostages are home.
People that love the region. They love the Middle East. What?
They literally cut him off. I mean, it's a joke. No one was more despicable yesterday, though, than Christiane Amanpour. You know, Christiane Amanpour, who speaks in her English-Iranian accent, and you're meant to believe that this is a woman who has the absolute right to speak on international affairs. Well, yesterday, as Eli Yacobi pointed out, CNN's Christiane Amanpour said that the Israeli hostages were treated well. And he reminded her, here is Evitar David, completely emaciated as Hamas forces made him dig his own grave. So Amanpour did a hostage video apology to save her own skin. That's how despicable she is. She won't even stand by her disgusting views. But this was the moment that she broadcast that revolting pro-Hamas propaganda on CNN to a silent Caitlin Collins.
And I think for sure, people who start to talk to the hostages who've only just been released will find that it will take a long, long time for them to recover physically, but also mentally. It's been a terrible, terrible 2 years for them, because not only are they there, you know, they're probably being treated better than the average Gazan because they are the pawns and the chips that Hamas had. Now Hamas has given up all its leverage, by the way, by giving them all up. So that is a victory for the Israelis.
You, Amanpour, are a despicable propagandist. Your credibility is now forever shot. And the fact that the CNN bosses made you go on and deliver this hostage video apology also shames them, because they should have sacked you on the spot. Watch this.
Now, earlier live on air, I spoke about what a day of real joy this is for Israeli families whose loved ones are finally being returned from 2 years of horrific Hamas captivity, and for civilians in Gaza who finally had a reprieve from 2 years of brutal and deadly war. I noted that for the hostages who are finally home, it'll take a long time for them to recover mentally and physically. But I regret also saying that they might have been treated better than many Gazans, because Hamas used these hostages as pawns and bargaining chips. But that was insensitive and it was wrong. From speaking to many former hostages and their families, like everyone, I've been horrified at what Hamas has subjected them to over 2 long years. They've told me, as you've just heard, their stories of barely being able to breathe in the tunnels, not being allowed to cry, being starved and made to dig their own graves. And of course, today, some of the hostages are coming back in body bags.
Yeah, they are. So why the hell did you say that they were being treated about the same? Or even worse than Gazans? I mean, you couldn't make this up. To my superstar panel, Howard Cox, Hannah Kirkpatrick, and Lauren Lunn Farrow. Lauren, Trump hates Starmer. Starmer is one of those two leaders that he's talking about disliking in the room. He's played a very clever game at this point, but Starmer looked white. He looked panicked because he knows at some point the Donald's going to turn.
I mean, Dan, this was the clip I needed today after 2 days in court and seeing how corrupt the mainstream are. This has made me laugh so hard because it's just brilliant. I'm just going to have to cut and edit and just watch it over and over again when I'm having a bad day. No one likes Starmer. You know, Trump is a superstar and he can see what's going on in this country. He can't stand Starmer. Starmer has no social skills either. He doesn't know how to interact. He becomes like a rigid plank. And then he's like looking for social cues from other people and still can't get it. You know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And Starmer is just such a plonker. I can't think of an eloquent
That is
word
the
to
perfect
describe
word for him. That is the perfect word for him. Unfortunately, though, he's a plonker who's destroying our country. But Hannah, I mean, it was such an astonishing moment because Trump reveals so much in his casual interactions. And there was obviously a lot of affection for Maloney, even a little bit for Mark Carney. Always has this weird sort of bromance going on with Macron, even though they're politically quite different. And my understanding is that he's worked out that not only is Starmer completely politically opposed to what he believes in on issues like free speech and immigration, but he's also a busted flush of a leader. And Trump's realizing that.
Trump's always known this. Now, I was asked specifically about this by all the MSM in Windsor when I went to Windsor when Trump was having a state visit. And a lot of them were asking me, oh, but don't you think that Trump really does like Starmer? I just laughed at them all. And I said, I'm going to answer the question. You can put out whatever you choose to put out. If you actually believe that, or if someone hasn't just asked you to say that on camera and get people to agree with you, then I don't know how to help you. But no, I've been friends with and followed analysts from around the world that have been very, very, very hot on Trump since 2015, 2016. And they're really, really good at explaining and they call it identifying comms, so like visual cues and non-verbal things that he does. So, and I told the MSM that Trump's very, very good at playing a game. Now, if you think about when he came over for a state visit and beforehand, you know, he wanted that state visit because Trump does love a bit of, pomp and ceremony, and people are going to say it's, he likes to have his ego rubbed, and you know what, he deserves it in my opinion. So he had his state visit to do. So when he came over before and he played dumb when Starmer told him that we've had a very long history of free speech in this country, and we all went, are you all right, mate? He's lying to you. We were all absolutely incensed. Obviously, I knew Trump was playing dumb and playing, doing what he does. But so I want to slide in here something that people must watch. If people haven't heard about this, it's been in my link in bio for years, right? But it's really, really good at showing this kind of thing that Trump does. And it's called Trump, the Takedown of the Cabal from A to Z by Bonfire Guy. And it's on Rumble. Just look for it on Rumble, you'll find it. But it's in my link in bio, super old website I haven't updated, but it's on there. Just have a look, and it shows him going around the world in 2017, the Middle East to Israel to the Vatican and other places, and it still happens to this day. So things like this with the Starmer snub on stage is a massive visual sign of a snub. And if you look at the documentary I've mentioned, it's showing the world capitulating to him. So you've got to go and watch that.
Howard Cox, what did you make of it?
Well, Lauren and Hannah couldn't have said it any better, but he deserved that. That's what the problem is. He deserved that. He brings it on himself. I don't know how thick his rhino skin is, but by now that he is a effing wanker. And that's what I mean.
Here.
The number of people that I speak to, Keir Starmer is a wanker. Starmer. I mean, you remember when Ben came out on the stage at the Unite the Kingdom rally, and suddenly the chants came up with Starmer guess what? And poor old Ben, I felt for Ben for a bit, but then he took it beautifully and ran with it. How I think, Dan, is very simple. This man has got to go. We're laughing about it, but he is wrecking this country.
100%.
Reputation overseas is
In
absolute.
every way. In every way. You know, he's financially ruining us. He's ruining us with the daily invasion. He's ruining our reputation. He's destroying free speech. He's destroying the judiciary. I mean, look, I completely agree, Howard. We can laugh about what happened on stage, but this is a guy who is disgracing our country and making our country a laughing stock. And there are patriots here, millions of us, who do not want that.
Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.